What's up, YouTube? It's Jack Rabbit here. Back with another, well, I can't say another because this would be the first anime video we've ever actually done on this channel. Surprisingly. So, we are going to rank all of the, I say we, but yet you see I'm the only one on camera. Angel is here with me. She's just off camera because she's also working on something right now.
Mother's Day.
A Mother's Day present for her mom. So, she's working on that right now. So, she can't really be shown on camera. So you only get to see my ugly mug. So, sorry. Okay, but first, let's talk lightsabers. Because, well, we need to throw this part in there. Because I've been forgetting lately. Bad Jack. She'll call me her favorite word.
Baka.
Yes. Baka. Which, if you don't moan, means idiot in Japanese? Idiot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's about the only Japanese word we know.
No, I know some more.
Okay, I think konnichiwa, I can't remember what that means, but...
It means hello.
Okay, that's what I thought. But, okay, we're not going to go over that. Okay, let's go back. Hey! You're like, she whacks me super hard in the head, but I'm nice to her. Yeah. Okay, so, check out, if you're looking to buy a lightsaber for cosplay, just messing around with, or just because you can, check out my buddies over at sabermasters.com, and of course, because they're good lightsabers, I have two myself. Haven't played with mine much lately, but that's okay. And having a house with a dog, playing with those things is probably not the best idea. But yeah, but they will be used next time I go to a convention. So, but, which might be a little bit, but, yeah. But, and this one's gonna go, Angel's gonna go with us this time.
Hopefully.
Well, we're gonna try to plan it that way. But, yeah. So, as I was saying, and I've got your discount code, Jack, all uppercase, 67110. It'll be down in the description like I always put with the website, even when I forget to mention it. I still put it down in the description. But, so check out them. They're good quality. They won't break easy, which is good. Always good. Okay, now back to what we're actually supposed to be talking about after I took almost 3 minutes and talking about other stuff. We're going to rank the 7 Deadly Sins, just the sins from the anime 7 Deadly Sins. We're just going to rank the sins. So, there will be no Hauser, Gil Thunder, Jericho.
Grimoire.
What?
Grimoire. Don't forget
Grimoire, Arthur, Elizabeth. You get my point. We could do a whole list just on the side characters or friends or however you want to say it.
Well, Elizabeth is a main character,
But she's not a sin.
No, she's not a sin.
So, we won't include her on this list. We will be putting her on another list, which we will do eventually. We got to figure that one out, though. That one's a little bit harder of a list than the sins themselves. So, coming in at number 7 is going to be Gowther. Gowther is the weakest fighter of the sins, period. I mean, first of all, he doesn't have a one-on-one fight. And whenever he does try to get into a hand-to-hand fight with somebody, he loses. He gets his butt kicked every time. He does not get a good lick on a guy. And he does have some cool telekinetic-like abilities, as well as what he can do with his Sacred Treasure. Sorry, I cannot remember what his Sacred Treasure is called. That's what Angel's here for.
Double Bow Harlot.
There we go. The Double Bow Harlot. He does have some cool abilities with those, but they're limited, especially with his telekinetic. Because unlike what you got, just from Marvel people, Scarlet Witch, Jean Grey, Charles Xavier, and on the DC side for people, Martian Manhunter, Miss Martian. Now, they can use their telekinetic abilities, and they're, like, similar to what Gowther has, except for his, one ability he has, but they can use it without touching him. But Gowther has to touch people. So you could see, in a full-on fight, how that ability would not be that useful. It would actually be kind of weak. because, yeah, bad guy's not going to let you get up in their grill and touch their head so you can mess with their mind. Yeah, it's not going to go well. I think the few times he did try it, it didn't go well unless he got a good distraction
Well,
from King or...
You gotta also remember, he can't die. He's a doll.
Yeah, he's a doll. I mean, that is the one thing he has, is he can't die, but he can still take a pretty good licking. Which he does a lot of.
I mean, he does lose his head, what? How many times?
I think at least twice.
Yes.
Okay. So, next up. Now, the rest of the list, 6 and above, none of these guys are weak. By any means of the word. Gowther? He's not weak, I would say, but he's not on the level of the other Sins. But the rest, 6 and above, I wouldn't mind any of them watching my back in a fight. Especially 1 and 2. Especially 1 and 2. But, yeah, any of the 6. Doesn't matter which ones. So, number 6, we're going to say is King. And this does include his full Harlequin form. Harlequin, as I said that right?
Yes, Harlequin.
Okay, I was just making sure I said that correctly. So, why is he number 6? You ask. Good question. I'm going to let Angel handle that, because she can kind of explain it better than I can.
He doesn't grow into his full potential until the fights with the 10 Commandments. He doesn't awaken them until then.
Yeah. But once he does, he is pretty OP, pretty badass once he gets to his full ability. But he compresses his full ability. Now, his Sacred Treasure is quite useful. Quite useful.
His Chastity Fold.
Chastity Fold, yes. His Sacred Treasure Chastity Fold. So, and he is one of them, him and Gowther, that have their Sacred Treasure the entire time.
Well, and Deanne. Deanne has hers.
But she doesn't have it the entire time. She doesn't have it for a little while after she comes in. Yeah, she did lose it. But we'll talk about Deanne when we get to Deanne. We're not to her yet. She's on the stronger side, so she's not here. She's not... Okay, now, I believe the next one we said... Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much... It's because King doesn't grow into his full abilities till late, and still a lot of the Sins are still stronger than he is. But he is no slouch. And I do believe the one time he gets in on a one-on-one fight with a Sin, which I believe was Bon, he loses. Besides a few lucky shots he gets on Bon. But kind of beating Bon in a fight is not exactly easy because he can't die. Another immortal member of the Sins. What is up with that? Now, the next one I believe we said, number 5, I believe we said was Escanor?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes. Why? Okay, yes, Escanor does have that one ability for people who've seen that he gets really OP, but it's for like 1 minute of the day. Sorry, but we're not counting that ability. I'm sorry, it's not around... It's not a sustained ability. I mean, it's not like Bane.
Bon!
No. I meant to say Bane. Bane from the DC Comics, where he's always big and strong. It's not a sustained ability. It only lasts 1 minute a day. So, for that minute, yeah, he's ultra powerful. But it's 1 minute. And what's the chance that he's going to be in a fight during that 1 minute of the day? He uses that full ability,
he uses
once?
it on Meliodas
Yes.
when he loses control of his demon abilities.
Yes, but that's the only time we ever see that ability. Ever. I mean, I can't count it for his ability. And he is technically human. Even though his abilities come from... Spoiler alert, if you've never seen Seven Deadly Sins. I probably should have said that at the beginning of the video, but... I forgot. Too stupid. Baka again, as she said. Hey, you didn't need to hit me.
Because I wanted to.
I love her, but she likes to beat up on me.
Hee.
But I love her still. Okay, so as I was saying, spoiler alert, his abilities come from an angel. Fallen angel? I can't remember exactly.
No, he was tricked into thinking he was a demon due to the fact that because Meliodas switched sides, they needed another big bad to balance it out.
Yeah, but he...
So Gother
yeah.
rewrote the memories of an angel to think he was a brother of Meliodas and his actual brother.
Yeah, but no, that's not true. Gother being Gother again. But yeah, so he...
There's more to stop the Holy War from continuing.
Yeah, but okay, so his abilities come from an angel, and it does take a toll on his human body. Because as I said, he's just human.
I believe Escanor does eventually die.
Yes, he does. He does not... Yes, he does towards the end of the final season, I believe.
I believe so, yes.
But he does get into a few good licks when he is in his actual, like, regular human body form, not the big muscle form. And he does have his sacred treasure, which... Did they ever actually say the name of his sacred treasure?
Rita.
Rita. Okay, thank you.
Sacred Axe Rita.
That is why she is here. Because I don't remember this stuff. She does, so she's going to say. For some reason, for Seven Deadly Sins, even though I like it a lot. So Sacred Treasure Rita.
Sacred Treasure Rita.
Rita. So he does have Rita the entire time we see him. When he's in his big muscle-bound form. Okay. Next up, oh jeez, number 4, we said was Deanne?
Yes.
Deanne. Okay, there we go. We're going to talk about the giant. Now, she is extremely strong. Extremely strong. She is a giant. Okay? And she does have, as Joanna Angel, said the wrong name. Bad Jack. Did point out she does have her sacred treasure majority of the season.
Of the seasons.
Seasons, yes. She gets it. I think we meet her in episode, what? Is it like 4 or 5? And then she gets it. Episode 3, thank you.
At the end of episode 3, going into
episode 4.
Episode 4.
And then I think it's like maybe 2-3 episodes later, she gets her sacred treasure.
It was after they got Bon.
Yeah, okay, so it was a little bit longer than that. But she is extremely strong. Even when Merlin, who we will get to in...
Just a little bit.
Even when Merlin puts her in her smaller human form so she can help out the Boar Hat and...
Around the city.
Yeah, and get around the city without people freaking out because she's a giant. Even when she's in that form, even though I don't think she gets into any fights in that form, she is still extremely strong. So she is quite powerful. Now, she doesn't have any, like, magic abilities. She's just strong as hell. And she can beat the crap out of most people just by stepping on them. Because, as I said, most of the time when she gets in a fight, she is in her giant form. So she is... Oh, wait, yes, we did get to see her fight in the short form. Remember during the one tournament when they're trying to get her sacred treasure?
Yes, she still has her strength
giant strength as a regular human size. So, yeah, that's extremely strong. Extremely. So, BA, total BA, I would say definitely... So that definitely puts her above Escanor. Because... Escanor doesn't always have his abilities. Something I forgot to mention. Is it when the sun's up is when he has his
yes.
muscle form? Yeah, okay, yes. See,
From dawn till dusk he has his muscle form. At night he is weak as...
So if they get into a fight after the sun goes down, Escanor is useless.
Sometimes he can push it, but it does take a major
toll on his body. Yeah, so back to Deanne. So that's why Deanne is above Escanor, because she always has her abilities. Always. Now, since we've been saying all the Sacred Treasure's names, we might as well say Deanne's hammer's name.
Gideon.
Gideon. Thank you. Because I forget what their names are. Too stupid. I forget. Okay. Hey. Really? Well, hey, as much as I... Hey. Okay. Yeah, this is on video, so please let's not. As much as I love her, I don't know what I'd do without her. Even though she likes to drive me nuts with hitting me. Sometimes. But she's in a good mood today, so I'm not going to complain. So yes. So Deanne, extremely powerful. She's definitely one, as I said, one of the stronger members of the Sins. Now, number 3 is the Sin's magic user, aka Merlin. Yes, it is a female. Her sacred treasure, do you believe she has her sacred treasure?
Yes, it's that orb you always
Yeah.
see her that's always floating around.
Do you remember the orb's name?
No.
No. So that's the
I
one
don't-
we don't... Or does she never say it?
It's never said.
It's never said. Okay,
Along
so...
with Bonds.
Bonds. Yeah, we'll get to him in a minute.
I know, but still.
So we don't know her sacred treasure's name, okay? There's probably a wiki somewhere that probably tells us, but I'm not going to look it up right now.
It could probably be looked up through the manga too, but I can't.
Probably. It's
remember.
probably in the manga somewhere too. But we're not going to mention it. Because we don't know its name. But she is Merlin, supposedly Merlin from Camelot, from the Camelot story. So she is a very extremely strong magic user. Now, she's still flesh and blood where she could die if she gets stabbed and such.
Not necessarily, because remember she gets turned into stone.
Yeah,
smashed?
but that is true. I'm pretty sure she's still a normal human. I don't think she's technically immortal.
No, she is technically an immortal.
Okay, so
because-
she's also an immortal. You're gonna notice something with the last 3 on this list. Let's just say that. So since she's immortal, she's also an extremely strong magic user. Like, I don't think anyone in the Seven Deadly Sins anime or manga is as strong of a magic user as her.
No, she's the strongest
Including,
magic here.
Hauser and, not Hauser. Why did I say Hauser? Henson and, the strongest magic knights, commanders from season 1.
Dreyfus and Henderson.
Yeah, Dreyfus and Henderson. Which, don't be surprised if those names come up on the other list. Because I do believe Dreyfus or Henderson does go on to the good side eventually.
They both do.
Okay, so they will be on that list somewhere. I don't know where yet, but they will be. But they're even stronger magic users than them. Because they're not really magic users. They're magic knights, but not magic users. I did say that correctly, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I thought I mixed up Black Clover and Seven Deadly Sins there for a minute. Wait, because I think they both use the term magic knights, actually.
Yes.
Okay, so...
Both animes use the term magic knights.
So
but
I wasn't wrong for once. That's good to know, because Jack is good at that.
There is differences.
Yes, there is differences. We will not be going into that, but there is some differences. Because she could probably talk for another 30 minutes just about the differences.
Well,
We'll do that
there's one major difference. One.
Okay, which is...
The grimoires.
Yes, that is true. They don't have grimoires in Seven Deadly Sins. But yeah, so Merlin, very powerful magic user. I mean, I don't think she does get in some one-on-one fights. As I mentioned with Gother, she does not lose. Although sometimes she does get assistance from Escanor, because Escanor has the huge crush on her. Just like King has the crush on Deanne, and Deanne does like King. Okay, we won't get into that whole situation there. But yeah, so she does get help sometimes, but she can win a one-on-one fight against somebody without help. She doesn't need backup. She just sometimes gets it. Yes, there's a reason why she is who she is. Okay, now this is where things might get a little... How do I put this? Now, number 2, this is where things might get a little bit... Well, people may disagree with us. Well, they may disagree with Escanor too, but... But next one up is Bon.
Yeah, I'm getting bubbles.
Just noticed something. Bon, I think, is the only member of the Saiyans that doesn't have his sacred treasure. Ever.
I think he gets it towards the end.
No, I don't think he ever does. I don't think he ever has his sacred treasure.
No, I think Merlin has it.
No, Merlin had, Meliodas'.
Yes, but
I don't think she had Bon's. Because Bon, the only thing I ever see him use as a weapon is those nunchucks. And he had those from the very beginning.
Yes, but his sacred treasure is based off of those.
Yeah, but that wasn't his sacred treasure, though. Those were just nunchucks he had.
Those aren't nunchucks, that's a staff.
Okay, his staff. Okay, well, either way. So he never has his sacred treasure, or we don't know what the heck it's called.
It got stolen.
Yeah, it got stolen, because Bon is Bon. We'll say that. Bon is Bon. But yeah, but he is extremely strong. He's extremely strong. A good fighter. Like, a good fighter. And he's functionally immortal. No, wait. He is immortal.
He drank the Fountain of Youth.
He drank the Fountain of Youth.
That was only forced on him.
Yes, it was forced on him, which King did not know about. It was forced on him. He didn't have a choice, but he still drank the Fountain of Youth, so he is immortal. So, yeah, which definitely sets up some very funny scenes during early Seven Deadly Sins throughout the series, actually. But we're not talking about that. He is, as I said, he's also a very good fighter. He goes toe to toe with Meliodas, fighting wise, a lot during the series.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a very good fighter as well as being immortal. He's not just immortal; he's also a good fighter.
I'm gonna get Libby in.
Yep. Go get Puppy in before she gets too wet. All right. So yeah. So he is a very good fighter as well. So that's why he's one of the more powerful members, because he is also quite strong. And he also is a very good cook. Let's leave that part in there, because
It's not so much.
I was just about to mention that. I don't know if you heard Pretty One there. She said that Meliodas is not a very good cook. That is true. He is a terrible cook. Even when Bon tries to teach him how to cook, he still does.
Horrible.
Horrible. Yeah, actually, she's right on that. He did horrible. Like, I don't know how you learn from a cook as good as Bon and do that badly. Like, yes. So, we will be adding that in there, that Bon is a good cook, for his reason why he's at number 2. Now, number 1. I don't think anyone is going to question this. If you do, how do you question that this person is number 1 on the list? He is the captain. He is the leader. Meliodas. He is number 1. No doubt about that. Well, for one, his magic ability. First of all, he is the son of the devil? Demon King?
Demon King.
Okay, they say Demon King, so we will say Demon King. I wanted to make sure I said it correctly. He is the son of the Demon King, so he is technically a demon. But is it because of the curse or something his dad did?
It was more punishment than anything else. He fell in love with Elizabeth, who was a goddess.
Yes.
Or, yes, she was a
the goddess race, yes.
They fall in love with each other. And that makes him switch sides from the demon race to the goddess race during the Holy War.
Yes, so he doesn't have all of his demon abilities at all times, but when he does get them, they are pretty OP. Like, Bon stood no chance. Escanor only stood a chance because they got lucky and it happened to be the high noon or whatever when he had his full ability.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, that's the only reason why Meliodas Escanor stood a chance in that fight. But even when he doesn't, and he's normal Meliodas, he is quite strong. First of all, he is able to, thanks to his counter ability, how do they say that?
Full counter.
Full counter, I want to make sure I said it correctly. Due to his full counter ability, he's able to throw any magic attack back at the person, 2 times? 3 times?
2 times.
2 times. It's 2 times, and that's with just a normal sword. Or just him. Now, when he has his sacred treasure, Joe,
Less vain.
less. What she said, if you guys heard her, she may have to say it again. I'm not sure if you guys.
I'm trying to get this set up.
Yeah, I know. But with Lost Vein, can't he full counter? Isn't it more stronger when he has Lost Vein?
Yes, plus he can make copies of himself.
Yeah, he for Naruto fans, he is able to do the Shadow Clone Jutsu. I'm sorry, but I had to do it. A version of it. Technically, it's not the Shadow Clone Jutsu because he doesn't do the whole hand signs and all that. But yes, he uses the Shadow Clone Jutsu basically. It's a similar ability, kind of like Multiple Man does for the X-Men. Stuff like that. I can't think of anybody else who does a superhero or anybody that does that type of ability, so that's why I'm going to go with that. I like Shadow Clone better because kind of how they poof is more similar to what Shadow Clones does. So, and also, now do you remember how many times with Lost Vein? It goes up 7 times.
He can copy himself
7 well, times. No. How when he full counters, how much more powerful is that?
About 10 times 10?
Times 10. Okay, so 10 times more powerful than when it's sent at you. Okay, so like if Henderson or Dreyfus throws an attack at him, he can throw it back at them 10 times as strong. So, yeah, that's extremely powerful. That can knock anybody on their butt if they're not ready for it. And trust me, a lot of times, they're not ready for it. Even without Lost Vein, even 2 times, that's extremely powerful. Now, 10 times? Oh, crap, you screwed. Which is why it also sets up their, the Sin's full power attack. Why that thing is so powerful. Which I think you only see in the Prisoner in the Sky movie? Or do they do it one time during the anime, Joe?
I believe they do it during one of the fights, but no, I think the only time you really see it is during the movie with the Sky.
Prisoner in the Sky. Or the Sky. I think it's Prisoner in the Sky, I think.
I don't know.
I can't remember the exact title, but it's on Netflix, so go check it out. But yeah, so that sets up that ability. That attack is extremely strong. It's mostly because Meliodas did have Lost Vein during that movie, correct?
Yes.
So because he had Lost Vein, extremely powerful. I mean, there's no blocking it. I mean, just anytime, and I think anytime he uses Lost Vein, there's no blocking. There's no way to block it at all, especially if he has Lost Vein. I mean, as I said, it's one time with, it's 2 times when it's just him with a regular sword. It's 10 times. I mean, so if you're talking someone with a stronger magical ability like Dreyfus or Henson or any of this, Henderson, thank you. That's why she's around, correct my stupidity, or any of the 10 Commandments, because all of them are extremely powerful demons with extremely strong magic abilities. He sends that back at them. That's gonna hurt. I mean, it may not kill you, but it's gonna hurt. You're gonna feel that one later. So, yeah. So, that's why he is number 1. There is no doubt there will be. So there's no doubt he's number 1. I mean, if somebody wants to question that, feel free, but he's number 1, no doubt. No doubt. Okay, so that's it for this list. We will be doing more of these eventually. I think we plan on doing one for Naruto, one for Demon Slayer. That's going to definitely have to wait till after season 3. We need to see more characters actually fight to actually.
More the Hiraishi.
The Hiraishi, yeah.
Else.
Mostly it's the Hiraishi. Demon Slayer, Black Clover. We still got more to for the Sins. Jujutsu Kaisen. That one actually may happen sooner rather than later because we kind of already talked that one out. Kind of. So
a little bit, yeah.
So and there'll be like there'll be just.
Are we gonna do Tokyo Revenger?
We'll talk about that one possibly. We also might do Tokyo Avenger. Jujutsu Kaisen will be 2 lists because we're going to do the students for Jujutsu High, and then we're going to do the sorcerers. We're going to do them separate because I don't think it's fair to rank the students with the sorcerers, even though I'm pretty sure at least a good amount of students would still rank on that list.
Yes.
I still... Yeah, because you got Itadori, you got the main character from the Zero movie, whose name I mispronounce all the time. Thank you. Who are all special grades. So naturally they would be on the higher scale, and they are extremely strong.
My laptop is battery died.
Yeah, mine's almost dead too. But yes, but I don't think it's fair to rank them together. Just like we are going to do another one for 7 Deadly Sins to do the Friends of the Sins. Maybe we might do the 10 Commandments too. Maybe. We'll have to talk about that one later. That one has to be discussed. We have to figure that out. Heck, we have to figure out how to do the assistants too. Or
you mean the
friends or however you...
Alliance. Friends and alliances.
Yeah. But we could also do some for Digimon if you want, but that's going to be difficult. But, yeah, maybe not Digimon. And we're going to stay away from the Pokies. Pokies and Digis more than likely won't do. But yeah, so... Yeah, if there's any other animes you want us to do lists for... Oh, Fairy Tail. We forgot to mention Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail will be done rather soon, because we've already started to work on that. And Dragon Ball Z. The good characters... We'll explain when we do that one how we're breaking it down, because that's probably going to end up being 2 different lists too. At least 2 different lists. But okay, so we're going to catch you later. As you can see, I'm joined here by Angel, because you can actually see her right now.
I'm going to be working on a story right now, so...
Yeah, if you're on Wattpad, go check out her story on there. If I found a way to link it, I would link it, but I can't figure out a way to do that, so I won't do that. But, yeah, if you're on... I think one versus animes reacting to themselves, I think is what it's called.
2 reactions.
Yeah, I know you got the one for Yuta the Dawn, too.
Yep,
I'm just talking about your main one, the one that's got over 1,000. Animes reacting against yourselves, if you go check that out, please. It is interesting to read. Hey, I gotta plug her thing here. 1, because she mentioned it, and 2, because I'm gotta be me and plug it. That's about it. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm not sure when. It's just whenever something pops up where I feel like doing a video for it right now. But I will catch you guys all later. Peace. Goodbye.